Hey there guys, it is Josh Siwasepl, and I thought I'd take some time to talk about Netflix's Castlevania series. I recently watched it and thought that it was actually pretty good. It's only 4 episodes, and that is bad and good at the same time. It really depends on who you're asking, because it's bad because it's just too short. 4 episodes at like 25 minutes apiece. It's just too short. It's barely 2 hours, and I just want to see more. So that's where the good part is, I guess. It's bad because it's just not enough, but it's good because I really want to see more. They've already announced that a second season is greenlit, and it's going to be coming out in 2018, I think. And I'm really looking forward to it. I want to see it. Mainly because, like I said, this is really actually pretty good. It was very, very bloody. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I was expecting it to be, R-rated, mature. I was expecting it to really kind of just be an adult animation. That sounds weird to say. I don't mean I was expecting nudity or anything like that. I was just really expecting it to be aimed for adults. That's all I mean by that. But it was very bloody and quite a bit of cursing. And there was at one point things happened with the goat. You didn't see it, but it was talked about. Some things happened with the goat. That really caught me off guard. But they happened. Also, if you didn't know, going into this is based off Castlevania 3, the NES game. I didn't know that going in, so it kind of surprised me a little bit. No spoilers, by the way. I'll put that in the title to make sure people know. I'm not going to spoil anything, so that you can go in blind. You don't have to worry about it. You can watch it fresh and new. So, the characters are really actually well done. I like Trevor Belmont. He's very sarcastic and just a likable character. Dracula is also, I guess, likable is a hard thing to say considering the things he does in the series, but understandable. Like, you understand his actions a whole lot more. He's not just a monster that does things for no reason. We also have, well, I think that will lead into a little bit of spoilers if I talk about him. But if you played Castlevania 3, you know Alucard is in this. So I thought he was also well done. He was very suave, like you would expect him to be. And gosh, I really cannot remember her name. The mage. I can't remember her name. She's okay. You don't really get as much time with her as the others. But the characters are really well done. It's not much character development because it's only 4 episodes. There is character development. You just don't go in expecting a complete arc for these characters, because it's not going to happen. Just don't expect that. Hopefully, we will be getting more with the second season. I really do want there to be more episodes as well. Its animation is hit or miss, though. I will say that. Sometimes it's really well animated. And then there are other times where it's very clearly they cut corners. Maybe to save on the budget, or maybe they ran over it, who knows. But there are times where it very clearly is cheaper, I guess you could say. There are times when characters will stand still, and you can tell they're not animated, they're just drawn. And it's just a one image. But the fire looks really well done. I mean, the fire looks great. I also just have this issue. They throw in some 3D. This is a side tangent, I guess. Any animation I have a problem with that throws in 3D rendered stuff in it. I don't like it. So I'm trying to ignore that fact, but they do this a couple times, and I'm just like, ugh, I I don't like that at all, but that's just me. And it's very few and far between. Side tangent over with now. As for the story, again, it feels like a little mini arc for this one. I don't think there's a huge payoff, but it, like I said at the beginning, it definitely leaves you wanting more. I walked away from this just really wanting to see what happened next, and was disappointed to find out that there was no 5th episode. And I was just like, no, I need to know, I need to see some more of this. And that's kind of, like I said, at the beginning when I was talking about the good and the bad, it's good because I want to see more, it's bad because there isn't more right now. So you get what I'm saying with that. I will say, I walked away from the series really wanting to play the games. I'm not a huge fan of Castlevania. I've never been like, oh man, I'm a Castlevania fan, I'm awesome, all that. I've played the games and I've enjoyed them, but watching this, I just kept going like, oh man, I really want to play Castlevania 1, I want to play Castlevania 4, I want to play Castlevania 2 and Castlevania 3, I want to play these Castlevania games so badly now. And there actually are, like, references to the games in the show. There's a scene where they have to climb on gears, and I'm just sitting there thinking, oh, that was in Castlevania 3. And there he whips a torch, and it's just like, oh, that's Castlevania. And they're just little things all throughout. If you pay attention, you will see numerous references to Castlevania. But I think ultimately, it does something that a lot of people wanted to be done, and that is a good video game adaptation. And I really do think that holds true. I think that Castlevania, the Netflix series, at least the first season, is a really well done video game adaptation. They took the game and they turned it into a TV series, and they did it with very little upsetting. I just feel like they didn't stray too far from the games. They strayed enough to where they made it a TV show because it's non-interactive. But they kept the feeling of Castlevania. So they did a good job, I think. Do I recommend it? Yes. I highly recommend it. That if you have Netflix, go watch Castlevania. It's really good, and I feel you will walk away not disappointed. You will actually enjoy it. You don't need to be a fan of Castlevania to enjoy it. I will say that. I think as long as you enjoy, like, this fantasy aimed at adults, I think you'll enjoy it. So that's going to be it for me for right now, guys. I'm going to head to the next thing, whatever it may be, and I hope to see you there.